There are 5 main benefits, as I see it, financially speaking, to continuing to work. Number 1 is it's 1 more year of saving. So if you're maxing a 401k and getting an employer match, or if you're putting anything aside, that's 1 more year of putting money into your portfolio. For 2022, the most you can put into a 401k is $27,000. And if your employer is matching that to any extent, you could easily be getting somewhere in the $30,000 to $40,000 range into your account. That's a pretty substantial extra amount going into your portfolio. So that's the first benefit that there is for you. The second is 1 more year of growth. Now, I know that when you retire, it's not as if all of a sudden your portfolio stops growing, but it's probably the case that your portfolio when you're working looks a little different than your portfolio when you're not working. And with that difference is typically your portfolio might be a little bit more aggressive when you're working as compared to when you're retired. So this obviously depends upon how much money you have in your portfolio and what does your portfolio look like while you're working versus when you're retired. But assume, just for simple numbers, you have $1 million in your portfolio. And when you're working, you're more aggressive and maybe get 8% per year versus when you're retired, you're more conservative and get 5% per year. I'm just making up these numbers for some examples, but that's the difference of $30,000 per year. So if you have $1 million that grows at 8%, that's $80,000 more going into your portfolio versus had you retired and maybe you're more conservative and get 5%, that's $50,000 in your portfolio. But that's another $30,000 swing. So that's another benefit of continuing to work 1 more year. Now, the third benefit is it's 1 fewer year of taking funds out. When you look at your portfolio, there's typically some finite amount of time that will last for you. Depending on how much you're withdrawing, generally speaking, you're looking at maybe 30 to 40 years that you have available in your portfolio. Well, by pushing that back 1 more year, it's not only buying you more years because you're saving more and you're getting more growth, but that's also 1 additional year that you'll have of portfolio longevity just by not taking your funds that year. The fourth benefit of working 1 more year is it really eliminates 1 year of withdrawals typically when you're putting the most pressure on your portfolio. I'm going to explain this a bit later in the video, but oftentimes when people retire, they might retire, but then have Social Security later, or a pension later, or another income source later, which means in those initial years, there's a lot of pressure on your portfolio, and 1 more year of work is really eliminating 1 of the years where there's the most pressure or the most need from your portfolio, which can actually have a really significant impact on your lifetime portfolio value, which again, I'm going to show you a bit later in this video. And the fifth benefit is it's 1 more year to take a look at what's going on. You know, if you're thinking of retiring in 2007 and you push 1 more year and it's in 2008 and the market's melting down, or if you were thinking of retiring in 2021, but you say maybe at the end of 2022 and there's some market turbulence, well, it gives you 1 more year to hold on to say, okay, do I want to wait this out just a tad bit longer before actually retiring? So those are the 5 main financial benefits of continuing to work. Now there's others like continuing to build up your Social Security, maybe building pension credits, maybe some adding to savings, but these are the 5 main ones, at least as it pertains to your portfolio. Once again, I'm James Knoll, founder of Root Financial, and if you're interested in seeing how we help our clients at Root Financial get the most out of life with their money, be sure to visit us at www.rootfinancialpartners.com.